Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
To the air, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
There we go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity? Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first.
And what a nice example there.
I didn't realize I was still in this chat. I thought I was in the party chat for this Madden game.
Made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets it over the first down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Hey, bro, I ain't for the streets,
At the
bro.
end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Fields. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just
y'all had to
continues
trade
to
that one?
evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack
You played a lot
as
of
a lot
games.
of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
I just got my ass kicked by the Lakers and the Heat back to back.
On 2nd and goal, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up, and I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches
insane
when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is
I thought I was in here the whole time.
Buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I was accidentally in the other track.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, wait, what?
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields forced out to his left. Into the secondary past the 40. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus
Hey, bro,
on this
come
play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Fields on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Damn it. Oh, accident.
Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now it's Fields. Robinson's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
I didn't even know he was injured, bro. Wow. Look. All right. I don't think so. You all right?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
What?
Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield to gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Oh, really?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. Handoff, it's Singletary. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Allen going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll toss this right side to Moss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will
return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Flushed out right. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now a toss to the left with Cohen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Fields. Flush to his right. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, Fields. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for first down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just
last week.
Some space, and it worked awfully well.
I moved Allen Robinson to tight end.
To run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Don't worry about it. That nigga's slow.
Offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
I knew as soon as I threw it. I knew as soon as I threw it.
And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way close to the 35.
I just gotta run the ball when I get down there.
Another interception, CD, and it feels like he's
I just can't throw the ball.
a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Oh, it didn't count.
And they're making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flushed out right.
That's humble. Hey, be careful.
Out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Allen taking it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, now he'll let it go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because
why would you stop?
Which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
It got his man complete, and all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
One play action. Fields rolling to his, and he's going to have to beat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
After the sack on first down, Fields flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And Santos yanked that one a bit. No good. Wide to the left for Santos. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
All right, man. Let's just fuck on board.
We've
been in the red zone twice. Just keep fucking off.
As we get back underway to start this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with...
What the fuck, bro? You fucking underthrew him, bro? God. Dog field, you might not be the answer, G.
At the 34-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 for the first down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And now they'll throw with Allen to Chenault on the slant. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Moss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, here's Fields. Steps away. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Mario Addison able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Back to throw. Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields
eluding the pressure right.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
I need 10,000, fam. I need all of them. Obviously, my quarterback terrible. I got Judy the first year, though.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields.
This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback.
I thought it was a penalty. All right, bet. Whew.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Being chased out left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Fields.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, no.
You motherfucker.
Now this is picked up by the Bills.
This motherfucker spun. I was trying to dive. Wow. This nigga did a spin. I was trying to slide. Yikes.
It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
This motherfucker spun, fam. What the hell? This ain't fair.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 22.
Yes, sir. Drag that foot.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Fields. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first down, it's Fields. Dancing to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Fields on first down. It's complete to Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Out of the gun, Fields.
Grounded.
I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Oh, you motherfucker.
It's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short.
That was stupid.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They go
Oh, that's how you do it.
And he'll get it up near the
Wow.
34.
Didn't know how to do that the whole
A
game.
gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Tablet out of your face, bro.
On first down, Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Always got some breathing room. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary certainly capable of breaking out some big runs. He got loose on a good one.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play. But it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage. And in the end, that became a tremendous run.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Shit.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And my goodness, another interception.
Oh, the nigga wasn't close. It got there. Wow.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Man, hell no, this shit doesn't get. No, this
shit, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally.
One day I'm gonna get better at this shit. I don't know when.
Otherwise, you need to get him out and
But one day.
another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.